It's Levack and Goz on 104.5 The Team.
We are live from the Sefcu Arena right here on the campus of UAlbany. And one of the guys who has to go out there tonight and defend home court against the Vermont Catamounts, David Nichols, joins us right now. When you hear about a team that's this successful, is there like a danger of almost respecting them too much as you walk out on the court?
You still have to go out there and execute your game plan. But there's a respect level that you have for a team who's won this many games in a row in a good league. So, you definitely can't be scared of the other team. You have to give them your best shot, and you have to do what you're going to do. You can't let them dictate everything.
Would you feel like this is the most important game for you guys on the schedule when you talk about preseason that, hey, when we get Vermont at home, we know how big of a game this is going to be? Definitely where we are in the standings right now, we need this win. It's a must-win for us. Being in that 4th or 5th place, you want to try to get into 2nd and 3rd. Vermont's pretty much locked up 1st place at this point, but you still want to have the home court advantage in those first 2 rounds.
Well, so you talk about the schedule and who's in front of you, and your next couple opponents are the guys in front of you. So, how important is it to get out there and take down UMBC and Hartford and make sure that you're ahead of them? Does it matter to be ahead of them, or is it just to beat them one more time before the tournament happens?
It was extremely important. Stony Brook, we were tied with them, so whoever was winning that game was moving up.
Coach Will Brown walking. Coach, we want to know, can you rock Dave's hairstyle? He said Greg Steyer did your hair for you. No, so like you were saying with Stony Brook. the Will Brown Show featuring Levack Goz, David Nichols on 104.5 The Team. It's how important, how nice is it to have the teams who are ahead of you in the standings still ahead of you in the schedule?
It's good because you control your own fate, control your own destiny. If you win those games, then you're going to be higher than them on the standings, and if you lose, then you put yourself in that position. So, it's good that you control your own destiny, and we have those teams ahead of us right in a row in the schedule.
We just saw Coach Brown walk by, and we talked to him a bit earlier on, and he talked about how important it is for you guys to be excited but not too excited. And I think that's really tough as an athlete. I know he preached the first 4 minutes how tough that is, but for you as an athlete, when you feel the home crowd, when you feel Vermont, the top team who hasn't lost in 30 games in a row, how difficult is that for you to say, okay, I got to be calm and cool and not try to do a 360 dunk in the opening minutes of the game?
The adrenaline will be running. It comes down to just execution and just doing what you did all week in practice, preparing up for the game. No one doing anything out of their body that they're not normally doing, like Greg trying to take a trail 3 or something, or somebody trying to take 2 guys when they shouldn't. So, it's just about everybody playing within themselves, within the game plan.
David Nichols with us right now, 104.5 The Team. One of the air quote criticisms of this team is that nobody's that fiery vocal leader on the court. How do you feel as a guy on the floor? Is that really a detriment, or is that just you guys just work well together?
I don't think so. No one sees what goes on behind the scenes. You can you can spectate and you can make assumptions all day. But I think everyone knows their roles. We have 4 captains, and I think everyone leads in a different style and does their job well. I don't think it hurts us at all.
I was going to say, I'm going to move on to one of my favorite topics is Coach Nichols, your dad. What was it like playing with your dad? Because I joke around how good he is on social media because I think he's fantastic. How would you compare his coaching style with Coach Will Brown's? They're both intense. They both know the game, and they know how to get the best out of you. He coached me ever since I was younger. Me and my friends. He coached a lot of guys. When D1, he coached a lot of guys who are playing overseas right now. And he's just real fiery, real intense. We used to blow everybody out when we were younger, and then we used to have rules to the game. If you dribble, you're coming out. If you stole a pass when the other team was dribbling, you're coming out. So he made us sit down, guard, and then if we got up by 20 points, no dribbling. You have to pass the ball all the way up the court. And we're 4th and 5th graders, and so
So, I mean, he really instilled the fundamentals of the game. I mean, he knew what he was doing because it obviously helped us develop our games. So, I mean, just different stuff like that. If you had an off-the-dribble steal, if you weren't just sitting in front of your man, just playing straight-up defense, and you just stole it from him just because we were more talented than them, you're coming out. Like, so he put in different rules like that to make us develop as basketball players and get the most out of the game.
So, like, you're probably one of the few guys in the country who your college coach is easier on you than where you came from.
Yeah, I mean,
we won't tell Will. He doesn't listen to the show. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not like we're not challenging Coach Brown to get harder. We promise.
Do you ever think about a future in coaching for yourself after playing for both of those coaches?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely would be better than working a desk job. And I like basketball. I like the X's and O's of it. Maybe I'm a little vocal too much. Like they'll be like, "All right, Coach Nichols." Like maybe in practice, if I see something or say something or make a suggestion, they'll make that joke. So I mean, it's definitely a possibility.
I could just imagine this like Thanksgiving with your dad and then you as you like get into the coaching field arguing about dribbling, like whether or not it's good for you. I just could imagine that like the whole coaching ranks change because of that style of coach. Maybe it'll happen down the line. Who knows?
I mean, it definitely helps. I mean. If you're just, when you know how little kids play. If you're just running around, dribbling around everybody, you're not getting any better. So it just makes you do other things. And it's just really funny because once you dribble, you're coming out, so you might as well just go and score.
David Nichols with us. Buzzer sounds. Game is over. Looking back, what's a perfect game for you this evening?
Just we win no matter what. I can go 0 for 40 as long as I'm doing enough to help my team get a win. I'm happy with that, and then winning solves everything. So everything will work itself out after that.
I think if you go 0 for 40, they're not going to win. I'm not Coach Nichols. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like 10 for 40 maybe.
Let's talk about the hair now. All right, I know Coach alluded to this. Did Greg Steyer really do this or no?
No, it wasn't Greg. It wasn't
Greg. Can Greg do? Because you got some tight braids working right now.
Yeah, I don't think Greg has the dexterity in his fingers to do that.
Can you bet Coach Brown that he has to do something similar to your hair on something? Like a shooting contest, anything in the world, and can we cover that on our website?
Let's go American East Championship. He has to get one braid going all the way around in the circle.
We might have to get hair added for that. But Dave Nichols, man, we appreciate you. You're one of the good guys. We love the work you guys put in, and good luck tonight. Take down Vermont, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks for having me.